Hey everyone, it's Skylar. Welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing today? I hope you are all doing very well. We are on to vlog 119. Oh my word. Is it that time again of the week? I think it is. But this time it's a little bit different vlog. Sorry. I'm sitting in the living room. I am hot as hell. So I've decided I'm going to talk to you all about movies that have made me cry or have had an impact in my life. So there'll be a couple of movies that I will talk to you and just explain why. First movie comes to know it's no surprise is Midnight Express. If you guys are new to my channel, my favourite non-horror film of all time is Midnight Express. And every time I watch the video, well, the movie, obviously, it makes me cry. And it just shocks me to the core. Because it's actually based on a true story. And also all these movies that I'm going to talk to you about, I would recommend highly to you to go and watch them, as they're all fantastic movies. The second movie that's made me cry and had an impact on my life is Schindler's List. Especially that's the scene with the little girl and she has the red coat. Oh, that made me go to tears. And then you see them all going in the concentration camps. It's whew. Another movie similar to that is called The Book Thief. That made me cry. I think it's just a lot of films that I'm gonna, well, at least 3 films that I'm talking to you about are all from World War II. And the other one that made me cry, going along them lines as well, is The Boy in the Striped Pyjamas. That's just a very, very sad film. Also, another film that made me cry, and I try not to watch it much, is a film, it's a Disney film that I have in my collection, and I don't seem to like watching it much, and you'll actually be a little bit shocked why I don't watch it. The movie is called what's the movie called? I have to try it now. I've watched it once and it made me cry. I have to think now because I remember this is a Disney film and I just don't like watching it. And it's not Beauty and the Beast because I enjoyed watching that. It's actually, I just thought Little Mermaid, because Little Mermaid is actually one of my favourite films. It's like my favourite Disney film of all time. But it's actually got, let me see if I can try and think about it, right? And see if you guys can guess. It's about animals and they're on the streets and they get kicked. I'm sure they get kicked out from place to place. Now, I can't remember exactly the movie, but it's just based around animals, and it's not a movie that's from the 2000s. I think it's from the 80s. I'm not too sure, but that's what I'm thinking. But the last time I watched it was about, I think it was about 3 years ago, and I haven't wanted to watch it since. So yeah, that's another movie there. So if you guys can remember what it is, please put the comments down below. I think it's from the late 80s. And that's what I remember. Another movie that makes me cry is... What's the movie that makes me cry? And that's how, well, speaking of having an impact on my life, and I don't really watch it much, but I should be watching more of it because it's a great movie from this franchise. And as you guys know, I'm a big, huge zombie fan. I love zombie movies, and this is near enough up there, but it just made it had an impact on my life, and I couldn't watch it for years after. And then I last watched it about 5, 6 years ago, and then I watched it about last year. And it's actually Return of the Living Dead Part 3. How Julia ended up having an insatiable appetite for brains. So, yeah, it's based around Julia. If you haven't seen it, a lot of people think it's very underrated, but I do like it. If I was rating the Return of the Living Dead movies 1 through 5, it'd be 4, 1, 5, 3 and 2. So it'd be 2, 3, 5, 1 and 4. That's my rating of it. What's the other movie that's had an impact on my life? I don't know. What's the other movie? There's another movie that makes me cry all the time that I watch it. And it's called Perfect Body with Amy Jo Johnson. About a girl that deals with she's being picked for the gymnastic team, and she ends up developing anorexia nervosa. It's a very, very sad story. But I highly recommend watching it, but it does make me cry. And then there's another film that I recently got upset over, and I can't remember the film. Well, there's 2 films actually, and I'll end on them 2 films. One of them is actually a film with John Travolta in it, called The Boy. I think it's, yeah, The Boy in the Plastic Bubble, where he's in this like bubble room and he can't go anywhere near like germs or the pollution or anything like that because it affects him. I mean, oh, that movie made me cry for hours. I'm just, oh, still here, don't worry. I'm just still trying to think of that other film. The one that made me cry. And I'm just trying to think what it was. It's right there at like one of the top movies that have made me cry. And I just trying to think of it. And it's just a really, really sad story. And I can't remember for the life of me. I'm just trying to think who was in it. And it was just really, really sad. I just found it like upsetting, and I've just tried to think what film it was. Yep, I think I know exactly what it was now, and it fitted to both categories. and I'm going to end it here. And it's all I will say is this film is not for the faint of heart, and it's based on something that I've gone through in my life. And the video is actually on YouTube, so I would go and watch it. It's from the year 1997, and it's about a girl who through a young age is going through horrible things in her life, and but you just need to watch it. It's called No Child of Mine, and that film, like, I know films make me cry, but this film has had so much of an impact on my life that I have gone through near enough exactly the same things as this girl went through. And credit to the girl that played her so much. She done a terrific role, and her herself had said that this film made so much of an impact on her life that she didn't really want to do any movies. She just wanted to be known for this film because every single day something like this happens to anybody, and I would love for in the world for it to be stopped. So I want you to go watch No Child of Mine from 1997, and you'll understand why it had an impact on my life and it makes me cry. It's not only it's made an impact, it's got disturbing features that nobody should ever go through in their life at all. So I'm going to end this vlog here because I only wanted to just include a couple of films, and I've included lots, but basically they are movies that made me cry and had an impact on my life, and I hope you guys do enjoy this video. So stay gaudy, have unpleasant dreams, and I will see you soon in the next video. Ta ta for now, bye.